I have conquered the world through war, reached the heavens using technology, and influenced all nations via my cultural dominance. I've done all these things in Civilization 5, and I didn't even have to leave my house. For anyone familiar with the Civilization series, gamers will find themselves immediately understanding and enjoying the latest in the franchise. Civilization 4 is one of my favorite games of all time and is pretty much the pinnacle of turn-based strategy games. Its value came from its incredible depth, coupled with its engaging gameplay. There was rarely ever a turn wasted, and on the higher difficulty settings, the AI was at the easiest, plain ruthless. It was a tough game, tough from an AI opponent standpoint, but also tough from a I have X number of resources and X amount of time left, what do I do next perspective. Civilization 5 doesn't stray very far from its predecessor, and I believe this is ultimately its greatest fault. While newcomers to the series may like what they see because it's all new to them, seasoned Civ players will find themselves wondering where certain things went or why things were changed, and in the worst of moments, why they are playing this over Civilization 4. Among the positive additions are the graphics, which at first don't seem overly impressive. The cities, land, and units all seem very minimalistic, not amazing upon a close inspection. But when you pop in Civilization 4 to compare, they are quite an improvement. The tech tree is also easier to follow, and for those who like it, the Art Deco interface looks snazzy. Personally, I didn't think it was mind-blowing, but hey, everyone's a critic. Unfortunately, that wraps up the positive aspects of the game that set it apart from other games nowadays, or previous Civilization titles at least. I really did give the game a shot. I invested more than 30 hours into the game, unlocked over 45 achievements, played with several different races, and completed the game with different in-game winning strategies. Ultimately, it's the little things that make Civilization 5 fall short, and in no particular order, here are some of the more glaring issues I came across while playing. Culture bombs, actions that use great people to automatically convert land, whether it's occupied or not, into your own territory, are virtually useless. Not only do they have a small radius, I also tried to use 2 culture bombs on an enemy capital city that was very close to me, and all it did was capture the area around the city. The city itself was unaffected. Another thing that irked me was how, after achieving a certain amount of sailing-related technologies, virtually any unit can enter the ocean in some capacity without the need for special transport vehicles. A huge annoying thing is that Civ 5 requires you to give an action to every unit or menu that you have available before the turn ends. So if you just unlock 2 free technologies and want to use it once you're done researching your current technology, too bad. You got to use them now or else the turn won't end. And that worker who finished building a mine, you better put him to sleep or have him do something else, otherwise he'll hold you up. Graphically, the game suffers from a camera that seems to always get locked onto the most aggravating view possible, usually some random unit far away from where you want to focus on, and slow down when maps get big and complex. It's also strikingly evident how much less effort was put into the cinematics and artwork outside of the opening movie. Sound-wise, the game is far less enjoyable this time around. Leonard Nimoy is not the narrator. He was such a good choice in Civ 4. And the music is repetitive noises that match whatever country you control. Unlike Civilization 4, where the music changed depending on your era during gameplay, in Civ 5 the game always sounds the same. The social policy is also something that didn't work for me. While I understand they wanted to get rid of the religion and cultural aspects of Civ 4, this new mini-tree system of choosing social policies is too overpowered. Finally, the AI is just broken. When I play Civilization games, I mainly want to build a city from scratch and either aim for the stars or dominate culturally. But with Civilization 5, the enemies just won't stop pestering you. They constantly bombard you with open borders requests, secrecy packs requests, help me fight so-and-so requests, I need X gold requests, and you're too close to me threats. In the end, Civilization 5 is not a terrible game, and still worth your time. I mean, it was addicting enough to dump 30 plus hours into, but not for $50 or $60, and certainly not if you have the superior Civilization 4 available. There are just way too many small things that detract from the experience and make it more draining than entertaining. Stick with the game that won our hearts back in 2005, Civilization 4. It's still the best of the best, even if graphically it's showing its age.